lovey-dovey door is pinging like crazy.
Okay, ground rules, no need to beat around the bush, you know what you clicked on. So, every single LGBTQ thing in Guilty Gear, we will be using the very scientific method of tracking how many times a character says something gay or is otherwise doing something gay. We are not headcanoning, we are not making shit up, we are looking at the facts presented to us. However, we do have to make some exceptions. Most importantly, Venom. Venom is the actual canonical gay character. He really wants to fuck Zato. This has been part of his character since day one. I cannot count every single thing Venom has done in his 20 plus years of being a character.
What? You don't want a wife? Why?
You never met your parents!
If you want a straight winner of who is the gayest, that's your answer, the undisputed canonical champion. However, he's not alone up there. Bridget is transgender. If you want to put Bridget above Venom for actually succeeding in getting a girlfriend on screen, that's completely valid as far as I'm concerned. That's your choice.
Bridget! Who the hell is Bridget?
We will count Unica because she's newer and she's got enough to reasonably cover, but yes, she is also lesbian in every possible aspect besides them just straight up saying the word lesbian in the script. If you are transphobic, you should fix that and also click off the video now. If you say anything about Bridget in the comments, I'm gonna fucking kill you in real life. Raven, by design, built into gameplay, has a horny meter. He is a masochist and gets off to pain by necessity of gameplay. He is pansexual. He will get off to anything that can hurt him. We will not be counting this due to gameplay functionality. However, any character-specific lines are fair game. Similarly, we will not be counting Elfelt's insta-kill Magnum Wedding. This works on the whole cast, and while some characters' lines are more immediately accepting than others, the fact that it works at all on characters like Venom is enough for me to say this is some conversion therapy, dark magic, mind control, love spell type shit, and that does not count. I will also not be counting Faust Super's stimulating Fist of Annihilation. He's just doing his job. There will be exceptions to these where we do count them, but they will come when necessary. Just know that we are not counting them broadly. And finally, if a character is bisexual, I will not be showing examples of them flirting or being attracted to the opposite gender, simply because this video is already really long. I'm assuming you already know about Guilty Gear and its characters. Please excuse this slight abridging, or else we would spend an entire hour on Ino and Raven each. Also, I would just like to add, I am recording this before the short stories come out in the fucking, the fucking Battle Pass update. I don't... If they fucking add any gay shit in there, ooh, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad that I have to correct something. I'm in the past right now.
You are cuter when you smile, after all.
Stop teasing me.
Nothing. It's just... you've gotten cuter.
Oh, it's okay. We're square.
Also, don't worry, even with all of these limits, there is plenty to talk about. These are mercy rules. Also, if I ended up missing your favorite gay moment in the series, my bad. If you would like to support me making these types of videos in the future and in other endeavors like eating food, please consider my Ko-Fi, and also subscribe and like the video. Just to get them out of the way, all the children and man-children are going to daycare. This ain't about them. I'm throwing Sin in here too. He doesn't know where babies come from and is 5. He doesn't have anything otherwise, I believe, so we're not missing anything. Just a fun way to fucking put him in a big playpen. But one last thing. Bedman here is asexual.
I do not understand humans who are motivated by love. Damn witch, you cannot take my heart from me!
Yeah, that first one is like maybe talking about familial love as part of Bedman being a massive hypocrite due to his entire motivation being about his sister Delilah. I'm counting it though. Okay, so Sol and Kai as the box art duo, most of their shit is between each other, so they're getting grouped together.
You ready to get pounded? Shut the hell up, Kai, or I'm gonna the shit out of you! Try. Now we're talking.
Now, they don't really have dialogue, but they do have really suggestive artwork. Now later these two would be revealed to be like related, but that was like 10-20 years later. Don't think about it. Some of this is just like the Hirohiko Araki art of him with Rohan. Like, you drew his hand on your ass, Araki, I get it. So we do have a real treat for you though. In Asuka Outlive Encyclopedia, a guidebook for Guilty Gear Asuka, there is a poem on one of the first pages that exists.
Hostility is akin to love. Thinking of your opponent's actions to fight, reading your opponent's inner thoughts to fight, planning attacks that will hit your opponent to fight, and then transmitting your thoughts with those attacks. The more you think of your own advantage, at the same time you think of your opponent. In the instant you mix with your opponent, a passionate feeling arises, and blood boils. Reality is hurt, and you wound your opponent. Hostility is akin to love.
Starting off real strong. Next up is May. Now, May's deal, quote-unquote, canonically, is that she really wants to fuck Johnny, who is her adoptive dad, which is really fucking weird, and I think everyone hates it, as they should. So in order to combat this, there is the headcanon that is fairly well supported, that May is like a closeted lesbian and she's just projecting her own feelings onto Johnny. And you can see that in a couple of these quotes where she's really shocked at how gorgeous some of the other girls are, and how she needs to stop Johnny from seeing them, which, like, girl, he's not even here.
Wow, she's got pretty eyes. Johnny likes girls with glasses. You're bald, aren't you?
Personally, I think this is the more beneficial headcanon, because anything that removes incest from my favorite series, that's completely fine with me. That's beneficial to society. Keep it up. This was written before Alex. That's really fucking unfortunate. I hope they get rid of more incest instead of adding it. Sorry that the two incestuous ones are right at the start. There's no more after this. Yay! I don't have anything for Faust. His likes are believes he cannot have such things, and that guilt is so infectious he doesn't believe he should have a house. He is homeless. There's no fucking way he thinks he should have, like, a partner. In my mind, he is asexual. He has an insane six-pack, though. Have you seen this? Damn. Potemkin has no real lines relating to romance or attraction. The only line he does have relating to anything like that is in Magnum Wedding, shooting it down in favor of being friends. That's all the big man wants. He just wants hugs. Okay, so at first I had nothing for Chipp, but then I asked an expert in this field and found this Daisuke quote about this artwork where he talks about shipping Chipp with Venom, of all people. Cool. They have white hair, and I think that's it. Zato has this motherfucker fawning for him, and he's not reciprocating it in the slightest, and then he died. He has nothing. Okay, so there's this Twitter joke going around of a bunch of people making up fake lore and saying that Zato ate a baby, and some people are getting mad about it because, like, oh, that didn't happen, which, like, okay, it's funny, but also, if Zato did eat a baby, it would almost certainly be Eddie, right? Like, is Zato the man eating it with a fork and knife? Does Eddie have anything for this fucking list?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I'm so fucking stupid. Eddie isn't human. He doesn't fuck with humans. Go to daycare. Go eat another baby. They'll be fine. I don't fucking care. Now, Millia, I personally read most of her lines as being more asexual coded. A lot of her stuff is talking about being disinterested or having bad luck with men. Now, we're not going to talk about what Zato did, but by the fact that I'm not talking about it, you can probably guess what it was. This line versus Ino in Excerpt is a real straight shot.
Cheap tricks like that are beneath you. If you want someone to kiss up, go find a man.
However, we do have our Magnum Wedding exception I mentioned earlier.
Have I chosen the Yuri route?
I got nothing to add. You're the one I mentioned in Yuri. That's a point if I've ever seen one. Now, this is really shocking, but I could not find anything for Axel.
I finally found you. I'm glad I remembered. Those hips. I mean those lips. No, I mean, that face. Yeah, that face.
Like, I'm being so fucking for real. This is the most, like, surprising thing in the video. Like, I was so certain he would have something, but I just can't find fucking anything. Now, Cliff. Cliff exists. The only thing I could find for Cliff saying much of anything about anyone is that he calls Millia a toots. He is old. Testament is non-binary and bisexual.
Wanna grab some grub after this?
I fucked that. Bro, damn.
Now, there's probably a lot more examples for this. There's a lot. I have a bit of a bad feeling leaving it at just that, but we only have 1 month, and that's not enough time for them. Let's just call it even there, right? Justice doesn't have anything. She barely talks. When she does, it's oh, I hate humanity. I miss Frederick. I really fucking hate Japanese people. Now, for our funny Twitter bit, she does have this giant shaped appendage I don't know what the practical design purpose behind this is, but at the same time, I don't think it's for pegging. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think Justice can have sex.
いいだろう。女性といえど指名手配犯。容赦はしない。女性だ？そんなもんとの昔に捨てちまってんだよ！
Johnny is the super confident, ultra maxed out Giga Chad to such a comical extent that he could only exist in a world of fiction. He is a fucking cartoon character when it comes to his, as the kids say, Riz. His last name might as well be Bravo. There's these lines of Faust about how
a medical genius like you deserves a marvelous specimen like me.
But I don't know. To me, that just sounds like he's bragging about himself like usual. I'm not convinced.
That's hot.
Johnny, what the fuck? Also, he has Testament out to dinner. You can interpret them as friends or more than friends. It's ambiguous. There's also this image from 2024's April Fool's Day thing. I'll give it a point.
The points don't matter. Yep, just like the police department in Colombia.
Dizzy does not have anything. Anji is bisexual.
Hey there, handsome.
Another ambush? Really?
Look at us, dancing like this.
Dancing? Alas, I have no practical experience.
And of course, we have the famous I'm interested in guys too from Guilty Gear Dust Strikers. That's great, Dust Strikers. Now just slowly back away into a corner where I won't have to see you again. Jam, 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 jam. Okay, so Jam has this one line against Elfelt. He gets a point. You can argue against it. It doesn't really matter. Jam likes men way more anyway, but like dangerously. She tries to drug Kai to work at a restaurant because he's hot.
Oh, hell no!
This line against Bridget. Jam, that's not okay. She's got more of these. She is a threat to society. We are setting her on fire. Usagi's fucking scared of her.
Fucking that Chinese donut lady is the only thing I really desire in life right now. I really want to fuck that Chinese lady. I can't fuck that Chinese woman.
Slayer. So May has this one win quote against him in Exerd.
Dandy. I've heard dandies go after men and women, but I won't let you have Johnny.
Which is not like confirming Slayer is bisexual because, as established, May is an unreliable narrator, but that's the best I found. I think he has a wife or something. Alright, Zappa. Now, I wasn't planning on using outfits. You know, I think that would be a low blow that can quickly turn into something that plays into and reinforces stereotypes, which would be more hurtful than anything. Even if Kai is wearing fucking this, I don't want to treat that as proof of anything, because in an ideal world, you should be allowed to wear whatever the fuck you want, and that shouldn't have to say anything about you. So even though Zappa's outfits look fucking insane and he's showing his underwear and has exit time bags, that's not anything. But don't worry, he's still got one. Faust Super has him perform a prostate exam on the opponent, and even in Accent Core, characters had unique lines for getting hit by this. Unfortunately, they aren't really super widely documented on account of, you know, needing to speak Japanese, but thankfully, the Guilty Gear 10th Memorial Book has us covered with an entry simply titled, Boys Love. I don't speak Japanese, but here's a quickly translated version from a friend. It's enough to get the picture. Even the book itself calls this one out as special compared to the other Faust Super voice lines, that's a point. For Ino, XX win quotes against Millia, Aiken, both regular and boss quote, and Dizzy. Surprisingly, no win quotes in Excerpt fit our criteria. There's this line against May's insta-kill, but she's very clearly against what's happening and saying that May shouldn't be doing that, so she avoids a charge. Now in Strive, she's not less horny in her win quotes, it's just that she doesn't have any character-specific win quotes against any women. So not really any material for us to work with there, but due to the strength of those XX win quotes, that's 4 points for bisexuals. I really tried. I'm actually so sorry. Robocai actually never says anything indicating a relationship with Venom. I genuinely have nothing. However, with a drama CD citation as a buzzer beater, I have received word from some of our top scientists that in Night of Knives, there is implied romantic tension between Robocai and Robocai Mark II! Woo! There is nothing for A.B.A. Azuna, Dr. Paradigm, and Valentine. Okay, so I wanted to find something for the Guilty Gear 2 crew really badly, but I don't have anything. Azuna, Dr. Paradigm, and Valentine don't give me anything to work with. Azuna was apparently born out of the emotions of a husband and wife. That's cool. That's not the video, though. Also, we skipped Sin, he's still an idiot baby daycare. Valentine, why is your only piece of merchandise a body pillow? Raven is a fucking freak. Okay, so universal mechanics don't count, but character-specific lines do, and oh baby, he's got a fucking lot of them. Guilty Gear 2 boss fight, we're just gonna count all of his lines for taking damage as one thing.
I'm not going to deny it. Not there. That hurts. What a wonderful stimulation. That's right. That feels good. Wonderful murderous intent. Hey. I underestimated you. Feels good. Makes me like you. More. I said more. Not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. Richer, deeper. That's about it.
So that just leaves us with Xrd. Drum roll, please! Xrd win quotes versus Faust. Johnny. Venom. Xrd losing quotes versus Sin and Zato. His lines against Sin's instant kill. And then using this video by Rednecked Crake for the translation of Raven's DLC announcer lines. Lines versus Leo. Johnny. Chipp. Answer. Zato. Potemkin. Axel. Venom. Slayer. Faust. And Bedman. That's 19 points for the bird.
The points don't matter.
収録もホームですね。これを作ってるプロデューサーディレクター陣がみんな変態なんで、変態的なことをたくさんやらされて本当に辛かったです。僕にはあんな一面はありません。
Hi, this is the part of the video where we talk about glup shittos. Characters that aren't playable and barely have any character developed, but somehow, some way, have gotten themselves into this video. This background character from Xrd, Bion, is implied to be transmask. Now, this is retranslated in Strive and is probably just a mistranslation, but I am counting it. By the same token, this background character Alexis swaps from she/her to he/him from Xrd to Strive. Leopoldin has a move called Perfect Rainbow, where he shoots a large rainbow. This concludes the Glup Shittos.
I too am in this episode.
Okay, you all saw the thumbnail.
あなたは男の人が好きなの？違うなの。私の違うと同じなの。
Now, we all like to make jokes. We've all had our little fun here. This line is fucking crazy, right? And the craziest part, there's absolutely nothing else like this for her. Not one other line. In fact, she's got several lines crushing on Leo. So what the fuck? Genuinely, how on earth do you read this heterosexually? Elfelt. Now, you wouldn't think Elfelt would have anything, and mostly, yeah, you're right. She heavily skews towards men, and she really wants a husband, but in a fun way and not like Jam. Her outro dialogue in Xrd is actually split into male and female lines. I thought this win quote against Ino would count.
Is this pheromones or something? I feel like I just don't stand a chance against you. too much feminine charm.
But then she also mentions pheromones in her Strive taunt versus Ino, and it's way more platonic there, so I don't think I'll give that a point. However, Biken's win quote against her in Excerpt has her say, "Hey, my eyes are up here," so she was staring at her tits. Which, hey, I'm not blaming her for, but that's the point. What the fuck? I don't have anything for Leo, I'm sorry. Jacko! Okay, so like, I have nothing for Jacko. And this video took so long that in the script I realized this joke about dual rulers has been rotting here for so long that I have since used it in my dual rulers video. Which I guess go watch that. Anyway, put a Jacko meme on screen or something. Hey, Hune, unfortunately, doesn't really have that much screen time. There's not really much that would lead one to believe she's gay or anything. Really, the whole thing comes down to the fact that she's always talking through her big mech robot disguise, John Ryuk. Hey, Hune, the girl, doesn't really talk that often. Her voice actor's not even credited. But come on, you have eyes. Transgender allegory. She's a girl, but has to pretend that she's a man to larger society so that she'll be accepted and allowed to lead her people due to their sexism about how women can't build city-sized indoor buildings with hospitals and living spaces and a river and everything else under the fucking sun. There's also the possible trans mask allegory that I saw some people say because her personality doesn't really change at all when she's speaking through Jong Ryuk. As far as I know, she's not really putting on an actor or a character. Everything she says as Jong Ryuk, she would say as herself. The mech is just how she has to frame herself. However, this line, reaction to Nightmare Theater, that's a pretty big hole in the headcanon. I'm sorry, transmen. Maybe next time. So, like, in universe, she's not really trans because her mech is just a mech if she can hop out of it and everything. But to us, the audience, that's just clear cut as an allegory as you can get. So, honorary half point. Answer. Okay, so this is probably the closest I'll have to a hot take. In my mind, Answer is the gayest character in this franchise, even more than Venom or Bridget. I'm being so for real. You're gonna look at these animations and say he's a little fruity? Look at him! You're telling me this motherfucker works around the clock doing the job of an entire government body, all for Chipp's enough? His ass ain't sleeping, he ain't eating. You're telling me he finally gets a moment to rest after who knows how long of running the entire fucking country, and he says to himself, I can't wait to not have sex with the guy I'm doing literally everything for. Okay, I know you don't believe me, this is all vibes-based evidence, which doesn't get us anywhere. How about some facts?
近年の晩婚化問題の大きな原因は強制のメリットが薄いからでしょうね。我が国は政策面でこの問題に地道に対処。私ですか？はは、今しがた大波乱しました。
He left his partner to go do this back-breaking job for Chipp. They are fucking. Ring him up his point. It may only be one, but don't be fooled. That's a disservice to him. Let's not even talk about his massive snake. Nagayuki's English voice actor, Evan Michael Lee, is gay. Yay. Giovanna. There is actually one thing for Giovanna, but I'm gonna save that for Unica. Goldlewis. Goldlewis Dickinson in Bridget's Drive arcade mode opens up about himself to her. While not explicit, you can very easily interpret this as him not realizing he was gay until later in life. It's a nice bit of characterization for him. I hope they really expand on this in the future. Hey guys, I'm sorry, I don't have anything for HC. It's just this character's really fucking stupid, has like 3 identities. We could do some arguing about like him swapping genders between identities, but like it's a fucking mess. Who gives a shit? This is like the last part of the script that I wrote. I left this all blank until like now. Editor, play a funny clip of Asuka getting fucking hit by a car. Asuka R. Kreutz. You know, I was really expecting to find something for Asuka since, you know, the whole thing of keeping yourself aligned for 200 years, constantly thinking of one other man.
So you can tell, can you? Well, someone hasn't changed.
And also the flirting with Anji does. And also the flirting Anji does against him. But surprisingly, he shoots down Anji. The clone doesn't have anything specific for him either. He's like 2 days old. Unica. Okay, so obviously, if you saw Dual Rulers or went on Twitter.com, you saw the scene. She likes Bridget. They are dating. They have 50 lines of interaction between each other in the game. That is not an exaggeration. That is the actual amount. So instead, I'm gonna leave you with this scene that you didn't watch.
But I would never make you do such a thing, Ms. Gio. In fact, I'll do my best so that I can wipe your ass one day.
Aw, shucks. I'm so grateful that it's bringing a tear to my eye. So, can you start next week?
I didn't think I would have anything for Giovanna, but that can you start next week is, yeah, that's a point.
The points don't matter.
Happy Pride Month!
Oh my gosh, the video's finally done! Yay! I'm on my shitty microphone right now, but yay! This video took very long to do. I think, I don't even remember when I started this. It was last year. I was like, okay, I'm gonna save it for the Pride Month special because it was fucking kicking my ass and other shit and life happened. Thank you to Shmuel for editing this video, Mans is Me for recording the Soul and Kai poem, Ipauga and Kimoges for letting me use some of their animations on screen, and Chupo for giving an awesome cameo. He was in this video too. Thank you, yay! I am very proud of this video. I think this is one of my best scripts I've ever done. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. What other stuff? I am making an RPG Maker game. I've been working on that. I don't have anything to show off yet, but it will be good. I don't know when that will release. Hopefully sometime this year I could get like a demo or just like some early access thing out. I'm trying to get that on Steam. Fucking sorry that app uploads don't exist. I don't know, I have a life. Yeah, just thank you. You could support me on Ko-Fi and everything. It's very much appreciated. Thank you.